In 1948, the body of an unknown man washed ashore on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia, a mystery that has perplexed detectives, scientists, and conspiracy theorists alike ever since. The case is steeped in unanswered questions, cryptic clues, and a haunting sense of unfinished business. The Somerton Man case, often referred to as Australia's most enduring cold case, remains unsolved to this day. Despite decades of investigation, the true identity of this man, how he died, and why he was there remain mysteries wrapped in layers of intrigue. On the morning of December 1st, 1948, at approximately 6:30 a.m., a man was discovered lying on Somerton Beach. His body was slumped against the seawall, legs outstretched and feet crossed. To the casual observer, it appeared as though he had simply drifted off to sleep in the gentle sand. However, it soon became clear that the man was not sleeping, but dead. There were no signs of violence, no bruises or wounds. His clothes were neat, pressed, and clean. He wore a smart suit, polished shoes, and an odd assortment of items. An unlit cigarette rested on his collar, a pack of chewing gum in his pocket, a used bus ticket, and a comb. But something stood out. All the labels had been meticulously removed from his clothing. Even more puzzling, the man had no wallet, no identification, and his fingerprints yielded no results when checked against international databases. The autopsy, performed later that day, revealed little. The medical examiner concluded that the man was physically fit, of average build, and estimated to be between 40 and 50 years old. His internal organs, however, told a different story. The man's stomach was severely congested, and his liver and spleen were enlarged, indications of poisoning. Yet no traces of poison could be found. This was a mystery that baffled the medical professionals of the time. If he had been poisoned, what substance had been used that left no trace? And more importantly, why? The public was captivated. Was this man a spy, a fugitive, an innocent victim? Who was he? Every lead the police chased turned into a dead end, until finally a glimmer of hope emerged. On January 14, 1949, over a month after the man's death, a brown suitcase was found at the Adelaide railway station's cloakroom. Inside were a few items: a dressing gown, slippers, a toolkit, and a pair of trousers with a curious label that read T. Keane. But even this promising clue led nowhere. No one by the name of T. Keane was missing, nor could the label be traced. And then came the most mysterious clue of all: a small, rolled-up scrap of paper found hidden in a secret pocket of the Somerton man's trousers. It contained just two words: Tamam Shud. This was no ordinary phrase. It was Persian, meaning ended or finished, and it had been ripped from a rare copy of a book, a collection of 12th century poetry known as the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But this was no coincidence. Days after the scrap of paper was discovered, a man came forward with a copy of the Rubaiyat that had been mysteriously left in the back seat of his car, parked near Somerton Beach. Astonishingly, the piece of paper found in the Somerton man's trousers matched the missing page from this very book. Inside the book was a series of cryptic letters, a code, scrawled hastily on the final page. Experts from around the world have attempted to crack this code. Cryptographers, including those who worked during World War II, were stumped. To this day, no one has definitively deciphered the message. Was this a clue to the Somerton man's identity, or was it a red herring in a labyrinth of misdirection? The mysterious nature of the case led to rampant speculation. Some believe the Somerton man was a Cold War spy, assassinated by foreign agents using an undetectable poison. Others theorized he was involved in a romantic entanglement that ended in tragedy. But despite extensive investigations, no compelling evidence has ever emerged to confirm these theories. One of the more intriguing developments in the case involved a local woman referred to as Justin in police reports. Justin's phone number had been found scribbled in the copy of the Rubaiyat. When police questioned her, she claimed to have no knowledge of the man, yet when shown a bust of his face, she became visibly shaken. Some believe she knew more than she let on. In fact, many wondered if the Somerton man had been involved with her romantically. Justin had a young son at the time, and conspiracy theorists even suggested the boy bore a striking resemblance to the deceased. Could the Somerton man have been his father? Was this a love affair gone wrong? For years, there was no way to know for sure. But then, in 2018, modern technology gave investigators new hope. DNA extracted from the Somerton man's remains was analyzed, revealing traces of European ancestry. The findings sparked fresh investigations, though no definitive family connections have been established as of yet. However, in 2021, the South Australian government officially exhumed the Somerton man's body in a renewed effort to uncover his identity using advanced DNA techniques. The exhumation brought with it a renewed sense of hope that, perhaps after over 7 decades, the case might finally reach its conclusion. The Somerton Man case has become a global enigma, drawing the attention of amateur sleuths, professional detectives, and curious minds from around the world. Some theorists continue to believe in espionage and state secrets, while others lean towards more personal motivations and illicit affair, a heartbroken lover, a tragic twist of fate. But even with modern science and investigative tools at our disposal, the mystery persists. Who was the Somerton man? Why was he there? And most importantly, what did Tamim Shud truly mean in the context of his death? Perhaps the Somerton man's story will forever remain shrouded in shroud of time, a puzzle with no solution. Or maybe, just maybe, a single piece of evidence will emerge, a clue, a letter, a descendant unlocking the answers we've been searching for all along. Until then, the mystery of the Somerton man remains one of the most compelling unsolved cases in modern history, his final chapter Tamim Shud still unwritten.